Hi guys, it's me again. My name is Adora, and if you have not seen this face before, thank you very much for stopping by. And if you are an old subscriber, thank you very much for coming back. It's because of you guys that my channel is growing small though. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you. Okay, so some weeks back I did a video and I was actually pouring out my heart out on why I wanted to quit working as a healthcare assistant here in the UK. And after I did that video, God, I think that video, out of every video I have done, that video is the only video that has actually brought me a lot of messages inbox. Like the kind of messages, the amount of messages I received in my inbox, even in my email, I could not believe it. A lot of people were like, wow, this is one of the videos where I have actually heard the other side of working as a healthcare assistant, and this is exactly the kind of video I needed to encourage me in my decision making about this career. A lot of people actually said, that they were actually thinking there was something wrong with them when they wanted to quit, but after watching my video they just felt that no, it's not just them, it's happening to someone else, and it could be happening to a lot of other people out there who are not speaking out. And someone actually sent a message to me and said that she just quit herself permanently as a healthcare assistant over the weekend, just that same weekend that I did the video. She said she just quit, and I was like, wow. And I said to myself, so it's not even just me. Now, disclaimer, this video is not in any way to discourage you from working as a healthcare assistant. It's not in any way trying to make the job insignificant. No, because I, for one, I really understand I really understand what it is like working as a healthcare assistant. I understand it's not an easy job. I understand it's quite difficult. I understand it's rewarding, it's a fulfilling job. I understand all this. So I appreciate people who work as healthcare assistants. And even before I delved into this particular field, I used to admire people. When I see people going to work as healthcare assistant, I used to be like, hey God, I want to be a healthcare assistant. Even back then, when I didn't have my documents, when I didn't have my papers, I used to say that once I have my paper, I'm going to work as a healthcare assistant. I used to say it. Sometimes when I see them, the way they dress, because then, to be honest with you, back then I didn't even know the difference between a healthcare assistant and a nurse. I didn't know. I just felt as long as you're working in the hospital, I was just trying to, I don't know, but I was looking at the scenario part of it. I was looking at the, I also want to feel among like someone that wear uniform and go to the hospital. So I appreciate healthcare assistants. I appreciate what they do, and I say it again that they are not rewarded as much as they should be. I think healthcare assistants should actually be given more recognition, more support, and more pay. They should increase the money. They are not paid as much as they are supposed to be paid. So that now brings me back to my main video. I got a message, an email from a lady. I'm going to just say her first name. I won't say her surname. Her name is Sophia. And then we chatted on WhatsApp, and she was like, wow, that a lot of videos she comes across, they don't really say the cons about the job. Everybody is just painting the job. Oh, it's this, it's beautiful. Oh, it's hell, it's fulfilling. It's they just like, say all the good sides, all the good parts of it. And now she is a nurse, that she has never been as depressed as she is in her life, that she has never at a point she was even asking herself, did she make a huge mistake in her life becoming a nurse? And I was like, but you're a nurse, so I thought that should be different. She said no, it's the same setting. And I was like, wow, how? She said because it's the same place we work. And I said, oh, that's true. Healthcare assistants and nurses, they work in the same place. They both work in care homes. They both work in hospitals. So yeah, it's the same environment. So I said, that's true. She said she's tired, she's depressed, that she feels underappreciated, that the job is quite like a toxic one, that's with what it has done to her mental health and all that. So we spoke at length. Now, I am someone who is as straight as a ruler. I will not say anything because I want to just please you. If I say it and you are pleased, then well, Congratulations. But if I say it and you're not happy with what I have said, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. But I will just say the truth. I decided to leave. Okay, when I made my last video, I said I was shifting. Let me see if, let me just take a break and see what happens. But after I took my break, the kind of peace I have had so far, I don't know where it came from. The kind of rest of mind, the kind of, I don't just know, the kind of strength that I've received. At a point I was asking myself, God, is this real? Like, what exactly? Why was this thing affecting me so bad like this? Why was I having panic attack? Why? Why was I feeling depressed? Why was I always paranoid? Just because of this job. Just because of this job. I understand that there are pros and cons in everything we do in life. In every career, there is always a downside. I used to have a friend back home then in Nigeria. She was a banker. She will go out, leave the house 7 o'clock in the morning and come back. Sometimes she comes back 8, 9 at night. And I asked her one day, Florence, this is too much. What time do you have to, to rest? She says, rest. That the only time she rests is on Sunday when she comes back from work, and she rests for like 3 or 4 hours and get prepared for the next day, Monday, to work. That the downside about it is that you cannot leave the office until you have, bankers now. What do? You close your account, or you have checked your account. You must make sure that all the money coming in and going out, everything is okay. Anyway, you check your account, something like that. You must balance your hand. That's the word she used. Balance your accounts before you leave the office. So even if it takes you balancing the account 10 o'clock in the night, you cannot leave until you have done it. So imagine if you are now a married woman with children, and every day you're coming back home 7, 8, 10 every day. You think your husband is not going to complain? You think your children are not going to complain? Now that's the downside. There are a series of professions like that have their own downsides, that have, But the good thing about some of these jobs is, if you are even doing it and you are feeling fulfilled, you are even happy doing it. Because not everything in life is going to just come on a platter of gold. Not everything is just going to come so easy and make you so happy and so relaxed. No, making money is not easy. Making money is one of the hardest things so far. So if you think you just relax and money just flow like that, it's not going to happen. That's why I said there are downsides to everything we do. But if you're doing a job that at least every day you are looking forward to going to work, that's a good one. At least you use that one to console yourself that but I love my job, even though it has its challenges. I love my job. But in this case of mine, that was not the issue. I thought I loved the job. I was putting in my best into the job. I was trying to put in my heart, into it, because you're looking after people of different categories, people with different mindsets, people from different places. So you have to bring out the human spirit in you to attend to them, to treat everybody equally with love and respect. So I thought I was doing my best. But with time, I decided that this thing is hurting me. It's doing something to me mentally. Because of everything I experienced, which I explained in my other video, it's doing something to me. Before I got into this job, I never knew what the meaning of depression. Long time, I think this word depression, I only got to know about it when I came to this country. And I actually got to know about it better when I got into this job. So I never knew what it was to be depressed. Maybe I have been depressed in the past, but I didn't know that was what they called depression. I never knew what it was to have panic attack. Maybe I've had panic attack in the past, but I never knew that was panic attack. But this job pushed everything to my face. Going to work and you're feeling scared. Going to work, just the mere thought of going to work and you have panic attack. I have this fear. I have this sudden, fast heartbeat. I just develop fear from nowhere. All these things I never experienced in my life before. And I'm like, but I'm going to work. I'm going to make money. So why am I feeling this way? And then, not even as if it's a glamorous job like that, you're not getting some form of nasty experiences and abuse from, I don't know how, I don't want to go over it again because I've done all this in the previous video. But this video is just to update you too, because people were asking, Adora, you have to come out and tell us how you feeling now. Have you moved on? Are you coming back? Are you coming back to continue working as a HCA? Have you moved on? What are your plans and all that? So I just said, okay, I'm just going to say it in one video, which I'm doing now, that I actually decided to stop, to give it a break and see what's happening with me, and watch myself, and to even know exactly where all these things happening to me is coming from. These new feelings, these very ill feelings I'm having, where is it coming from? What's happening? How can I fix and all that? And when I stopped, when I decided to go on my break, it was so glaring that everything happening was from there. Because like I said in my other video, the job of a HCA is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. In as much as you love people, even if you are the most loving kind of person on earth, even if you are someone with a heart of gold, even if you're a very patient, a tolerant, a nice person, you are so good, you are good to a fault, this job is not for everybody. You must be determined. You must be strong-willed though. You must be very, very, very mentally strong to endure a lot of things that you're going to see. Now, I'm not by any means trying to discourage you. If you want to continue, or if you want to work in the healthcare sector as a healthcare assistant, beautiful. Everybody reacts to things differently. This is me. That's my experience. That's what I went through. So that's why I decided to share it out, to let you guys know that there's also a downside to it. It's not just about the glamorous advert people just put out there. Oh, the work of HCA is advertising here, it's advertising here. It's good if you don't give a damn about everything I have complained in my video. It's fine, just give it a go. But you know one thing I always tell people, even if I complain and I say I don't like a certain thing, don't just follow me and hate that thing or dislike that thing. Give it a try. Who knows, you might like it. Then when you try it and you don't like it, you can decide, okay, fine, it's not for me, I'm not gonna go with it. So that's just me, and this is the updates now. Like I kind of went through a soul healing. I've been healed from inside. I just feel a bit relieved. I feel a bit light. All the sleepless nights I used to have then, I'm no longer having it again. Back then I used to take a lot of sleeping pills just for me to sleep, because of the way I used to feel. I used to have this panic attack, fear, just the minute of going to work, my heart will skip. So even when I go and I come back from work, I still feel like what I have gone through today, and I'm trying to force myself to go to sleep, and I'm not finding it easy, so I have to take sleeping pills. At some point I started becoming addicted to sleeping pills, to pain relievers, and which is not also very good for the health. So these few days, or rather these few weeks, has just made me to know this is exactly what I think I should do for myself, for the benefit of my health, especially mentally. And if you have kids, man, you understand that you have to do everything for your children. You have to take care of your health, because if anything happens to you tomorrow, your children who are depending on you, God forbid bad thing. So my dear, that's just what I said I should come out and let you guys know that. That's it. Thank you very much.